I don't know about you guys, but I can never get my planters to look very good.
So before you plant your containers this summer, we have an easy recipe that you can follow at home. So our easy recipe is Thriller, Filler, Spiller. We have 2 layered containers on each side of Stephanie's entryway. So your Thriller is what's going to be in the center or in the back of the container. It's going to give you some height. Your filler is going to fill out the center of the container. I love to mix different plants as well. I have a Kim Queen Fern here for that wonderful green leafy texture and foliage, and a strapleaf Caladium, which can take a little bit more sun. I'm gonna pair those with the blooming Angelonia here in the center. And then for your spiller, this is Lysimachia, or Creeping Jenny. So this is just a beautiful spiller. It has that beautiful chartreuse foliage. Pro tip, this hanging basket has multiple plants inside of it. So I'm actually going to break it apart and use it in our 2 entryway containers. So in the Mackinzie-Childs pot, we're gonna do a nice, beautiful combo. This is the Thriller. When I plant it, I'm gonna leave it a little bit higher because I'm gonna be planting plants around it. So I'm gonna place it in the container, and then we'll get all of our other plants in there. We'll kind of fluff them out and move them around. So when planting your filler, one thing that you wanna make sure to do is when you're planting it, angle your plant a little bit. So angling your plant makes it come out so you can really see the whole thing, and it gives it some height and texture and really makes that Thriller be the main show. We'll go ahead and plant the Kimberly Queen Fern. We'll do the same thing on the other side. We'll kind of scrunch the bottom of that plant just a little bit to fit it in the little planting space that we have. You want it just to kind of play nice together. And those are our fillers. This Creeping Jenny is going to be our spiller, and it's going to cascade down the front of the container. So as you see, this is the hanging basket. I'm just going to break off the basket hanger. There we go. So there's multiple plants here inside of this hanging basket. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour it out, and I'm just going to start to rip off pieces that I'm going to use in the front and a little bit in the back of the container. Take the bottom drainage plate off. Our container is a little bit smaller, so we won't be able to fit this all the way around, but that's okay. We're gonna break off a piece, and we're gonna have it cascading in the front, and then we're gonna put some around the back just to finish it off as well. So I'm just going to get this a little detangled. I'm going to break it up into at least 4 different pieces. So I can use 2 pieces in each container. Don't worry about hurting it, you won't. This is a really resilient plant. All right, so here is half of what we'll be using. I'm going to separate all the shorter pieces, and I'm gonna use that in the back of the container, and then the longer pieces in the front. We don't have a lot of room in the container, so we're gonna break off some of the roots on the bottom. We're gonna pull up the caladiums a little bit, so we have just enough room to stick that Lysimachia in the front. You want it to be a little bit below the lip, the edge of the container, because then you'll make room in here to put your plants in, and then you'll backfill soil around it. Since this container right here is a little bit smaller and there's less planting space, we're going to go ahead and skip the filler. So we're going to use this beautiful 2-ball emerald Colonnade holly from Monrovia, and also Cora XDR Cascade Vinca, which is just beautifully going to trail over the side of the container.
This is the thriller.
Skipping the filler and going straight to the spiller.
I was thinking that I wasn't loving that pot very much,
But now it's great.
but now with the plants in there,
Do you like it?
it just looked so like desolate before, and now it just, oh, I love it.